out, I see as hey, I have sprint, I'm really safe. Even if he shows up, I could just sprint away. But he took that corner like a boss. I mean, is he like a drift king or something? I don't know. Like, he just drift boss. Not good. And then from Grakane and Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a bit of a tough topic. Look at all the losses I've been accumulating throughout the past, I think, 2-3 days. It was hard. I'm still on the lose streak even now. Even though I reviewed back, I decided I would review back about a game I played against some Conquerors. I decided, okay, yeah, maybe I could learn a thing or two from that game, and I decided to try it out. I won the first game, and then immediately after, I lost the next game again. So I'm still flabbergasted. But hey, I mean, let's just critique my game. I've been critiquing sometimes other people's games. Let's turn the yabber, the dagger. Yeah, what's a yabber? I don't know, but let's turn the dagger on to ourselves and start to critique our own game. Now we are in a dual queue with William here, and we have Kendrick. The other side, as well as 100 ghosts on here.
There's no way.
100 ghosts. And I think these guys are Conquerors. Now, spoiler alert, I do think that maybe one of the things is the matchup. I feel like when I am up against a Valheim, I just naturally get a little bit frightened or something like that, that I start to play quite reserved. Now, first thing, I should not have come over to the middle to try and clear this wave. Now, I was thinking that, okay, well, Lorien can clear the wave really fast. We can, and we should be able to win this in a 3-man roam, no problem. We should be able to get also all the way back there if I just use my sprint. And indeed, I do end up getting all 3 of my little minions, but what was not expected was how Lorien and Grak then decided to gank bottom. I think they saw that Earl was really low and decided to just go for it. Now, at this point, I was like, oh, okay, then I'll just go back and meet them at the middle. Ooh, big mistake. Show themselves in the bottom lane, and that just got me poked down a little bit. I think the psychology of this particular game started to eat its way into me at that point, and I realized that, oh no, if I'm going to make a wrong move, I'm gonna get poked out quite a lot. Now then, they tried to roam up top, and instead they get caught out by the enemy 3-man, and we're down a Grak. Now I make my way over to the middle, trying to think about whether or not I can get some of that juicy minion lane. They end up killing the Zata. All was good. We spot out the Chi then engages onto our William here, and unfortunately takes him out. I stayed just a little bit too long. Again, should just know, protect myself. I need to protect myself, get my gold up. You'll see in this game that for some reason, even though Lorien was rotating not necessarily always to my lane and ganking my lane, he was doing a really fine job in terms of staying very well fed. And me, on the other hand, I make some pretty questionable choices. Now, this is today, by all means, it's about setting some counter examples of what you should not do. So yeah, I am definitely not trying to show off in this match. In fact, watching it back, I just realized quite a few mistakes that I end up committing. Of course, the final fight of yeah, you'll see what happens in the final fight, but yeah, a lot of mistakes went into building up to that moment. Alright, so here we go. They're fighting in the middle lane, and actually in the enemy blue side jungle, and I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I can take out this this little creep here. But I underestimated basically how tanky this little monster is. I think they adjusted it, not in, well, actually for a while already, but since I'm playing mage, I don't really feel it. And yeah, they adjusted the armor value, I think it was, of these the minions in some of the camps. So you start to yeah, don't quote me on it, but anyway, I definitely thought I was able to take it. Now we saw an enemy up top, that was the Chi, and now we just spot the Zata. So I was hanging back out. I was like, oh, I do not want to die over here to the Chi or the Zata. Zata would just tower dive me, no problem. Now then, I finally have my folks here with me, and I end up using the sprint trying to get away as I kill the Valheim. If I had gotten away, that would have been a good trade. However, Chi somehow was still able to reach me. Over here, I do think that the Grak was maybe a little bit late, but I just felt quite powerless at that moment. And it also kind of started with my not being there in the fight to begin with. I was trying to get this little stupid frog over here. You'll see that this was not the first time I make this mistake. Actually, over here, again, I see them fighting over there. My thoughts were, okay, since they're fighting, then let me just get farmed up. And yeah, I was like, okay, lane first, right? Lane first. And so, oh my goodness, I feel ashamed watching this back, honestly. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, counter example day is gonna hurt, but oh well. So then the fight breaks out in the bottom lane. I don't know why, but they have also been very aggressive and take down the bottom tower. The ultimate comes down from Lorien cleanse, however, but then Grak is gonna be able to put in the extra CC, so that seems like a good little, you know, a good little fight for us, and we're gonna be able to pick up another assist on the Valheim. I'm kind of playing assistance here, 1, 2, 4, but that is a-okay as long as I am participating in the fights. At this point also, you can notice that I have only 2,000 gold and in equipments, and then this Lorien already has 2.8. I don't know how he was farming up so fast. I think it was because I just kind of staying scared in my own little lane. Now we end up having a good fight over here. I missed out the Zata who showed up on the map moving forward. I thought, hey, I have sprint, I'm really safe. Even if he shows up, I could just sprint away. But he took that corner like a boss. I mean, is he like a drift king or something? I don't know. Like, he just drift boss. Nothing great here. Not looking great. So there goes the psychology. I'm completely just thinking about, okay, now what? I need to get farmed up, and that's what it has to be. I think actually my mistakes in the early game were that I will make it again, but I think one of my major mistakes in this game was being too focused on trying to farm up and then not being in the fights where everybody should have, well, was expecting me to be. Yeah, anyway, so we get a couple of tower shots in here, and fortunately I was pretty confident to be able to get away, but then Grak goes in for the hook. I was like, holy nuts, dude, are you trying to kill me here? Grak uses the flicker, and unfortunately he has to fall to the chi as well. He shouldn't have used the hook. If he had hooked, I would have been dead. I'm pretty sure that she still has her ultimate and the Valheim in behind. If I just get a stun, I'm CC'd for days and I'm a goner. Okay, anyway, at this point I'm just like, okay, farm up. Okay, I'll just eat whatever I can. Now I do not really want to make my way up to the top of the lane there because I didn't know where the enemy was, but then now I spot 4 out in the middle, and I know Chi was near the bottom side of the map, so I felt confident moving over to here. Now the Drake, sorry, not the Dark, whatever, but the Dark Slayer was defeated and the Drake was summoned, and over here I was like, that's not a fight that we need to be taking. I was thinking Lorien's gonna be able to clear the waves, but oh no. Later William was saying in voice chat, he was like, oh man, we were fighting quite a while there, we were definitely missing you in that fight, and I could have probably made a difference. So there's another lesson there to be had. Mid tower for outer tower, not good. And then after that I go ahead and roll into Grak, into the pursuing Chi, and just get caught up right into the crossfire and die for that. Oh my goodness, the mistakes after mistakes, and now I am 146. That is not even the worst of today. Oh my goodness. Now William does a really cool thing here. He tries to go for his passive there. He does end up getting it and tries to kill the little monster on his way to get a little bit of HP back. As soon as he realizes that he cannot make it, he goes into the tower and suicide, trying to not let the team have any more shutdown gold, or gold for that matter. I don't think it would have been a shutdown gold because at this point most of us have died at least once. But anyways, so now I'm again thinking about farming just everything. I'm trying to be really selfish here, just farming away. I think one of the things that ends up happening is that I didn't know where to go because the vision from Grak I couldn't synergize with, and of course there I had that feeling that I was gonna die. I looked at the map, I was like, okay, somebody's got to clear this wave, I guess I have to do it. And then Lorien jumps away and all the damage is on me. Rack ulted on somebody that I couldn't kill yet. I think it was a roam. Yeah, but anyway, at this point I was like, okay, I've got to change a little bit of what I'm doing here. Maybe just stay really safe. At this point I think I'm just pretty scared. And yeah, but we're gonna redeem ourselves just a little bit, I guess. Now I start to pick it up a little bit. I'm gonna start to farm up, okay? And no more deaths. No more deaths is what I promised myself. Now, I'm not getting any of these last hits. It's not really the job of your teammates to make sure you get the last hits. You just gotta be there for those last hits. And unfortunately, I wasn't. And to be honest, if I was in a solo queue, I probably would have taken that red over there. Instead, I wanted to respect my friend on the jungle there, so I didn't take the red buff. I think I would have made that decision just because as a Violet, as a marksman, I could use the red. Zill didn't need the red as much. If it was the blue, it would be a different story. But yeah, I needed to be just a little bit selfish. Look at the Lorian, he has 6.9k gold over there in equipment, and I only have what, 5.1. This is not looking very good for me at all. Again, I missed out on the last hit minions here. Now we spot out Zata in the top side. They're engaging over there, so this is a good fight for us to take. I missed my ultimate unfortunately, but able to still get some assists going on over here. They end up jumping in, but now I see Zata and I was just like, guys, I can't just roll up and you know, die like that. Malok is going to die. So yeah, I just don't know. Like, I just feel like so vulnerable in the backline in this fight. I don't know. Maybe in the comments you guys can tell me what I'm doing wrong here, because in another game that I was playing today, you know, after studying this game, I thought, okay, I got it. I just got to stick with the team a little bit more, and when they fight, I fight, and you know, not stay in one place for too long, that kind of thing. And but then, however, I was paired up with Amina, and she spent all her energies charging forward that I don't feel protected at all. We had a Wukong on the enemy team who can just swoop in and kill me at any time. I just don't understand. Anyway, if you guys do understand, please let me know in the comments below. Let's learn this game together. Now, again, nobody's clearing the waves, so I cleared the waves. Now, I'm also thinking about it because, you know, I wanted the gold. So, and I was low, I didn't know if Chi was gonna just jump on me and stuff, but Lorian lends a nice ultimate, so I'm glad I was there for that kill. Now I decided to not go for the top wave because that tower was done, so even if I got there, the reason is because our lane was already pushed in and the dragon was already firing upon the tower. I cannot pull the dragon off of that aggro, and so yeah, the tower was unfortunately already dead. So I went and just tried to get one extra wave of gold for myself. I don't know, you guys feel free, definitely feel free to comment on any mistakes that you're seeing me play, because like I said, I've been experiencing a giant lose streak and I do not know what is going on. Oh my goodness. Okay, now actually one small side note, it does seem like it's easier to talk about and talk about my losses than it is my wins. I don't know, maybe it's because I've come to terms with it. I've come to terms with this game and noticing that I've made mistakes. Anyway, here Grak lands a hook on the Arum. Not exactly the guy you want to be landing the hook on, but that is okay. Malok jumps forward, not backwards, or saving that ultimate for us in the backline. Now Chi comes through, that is what I was waiting for. The Chi and the Zata ultimate, I end up getting the kills onto them, and one of them, and then I was like, okay, yeah, that is way too much for me. I didn't get the kill on the Chi, but looking back at this fight, oh my god, crucially, we had 5 on 2. I should have noticed that and actually gone into the fight. I had sprint ready. I could have sprinted around the Chi and things like that. For sure, Grak would try and put himself between myself and the Chi, although I don't really feel comfortable with the Grak in this game, but he is not really, I guess, trolling. I mean, okay, he does have, like, you know, the Halo buff support item, which isn't really helping us at all, but yeah, but he's not trolling. Okay, he's trying his hardest to play the game, and as you will see, he does leave the blue buff for me and things like that. Now the reason we took the blue buff, of course, is because everyone else was dead, and so just farm up your side. Anyway, so that fight I think was a little bit of an unfortunate thing. So even though I was low HP, if I wasn't there for that fight, then my team, yeah, I just gotta remember next time, you know, be a little bit more ballsy. I do not know from when, but I started to get a little bit, I don't know, cowardly this Violet. Oh man, previously I would be very ballsy with Violet. I would almost always certainly roll forward, but nowadays kind of roll sideways more often than not, or roll backwards. Maybe it's because I'm meeting too many witty players. Now over here I know the lane is about to come, and here I see the Zata on the mini-map using the dance here, and I had to clear this wave, and then unfortunately gets poked out by this Valheim right away. Of course I end up securing that wave, and then my iPad starts to act up. FPS at 11, FPS at 12. Oh my goodness, back to 15, back to 15, and oh, I couldn't even see that axe coming. Yeah, so yeah, this is the ending fight, and I told you, you will see what went on. I thought I did okay in the back to try and get back our gold. But unfortunately, my iPad also didn't like me very much on that occasion. Decides to give me some FPS issues after I get poked out trying to defend that wave. Now, I do not know if the wave was more important or the fight was more important over there. Personally, I still stand by my choice over there. Probably the wave is more important, because if I do not take the wave and I went into the fight, died, who's gonna defend the core, right? So anyway, let me know, guys. Help me out. I'm in a big lose streak. I don't know. Maybe even just talking about this game helps me out a little bit to wash off my hands of the, you know, of the unfortunate, or the, what is it called? The bad omen, so to speak. Alright guys, well that is it for today. Nice and short. I will hopefully come back next time with some more winning streak games. We'll see you next time. Bye.